I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So we already know big game this week. Big game Sunday versus the Lions. NFC North game division game. Some injuries, dog. So we're going to get into the final injury report for the Minnesota Vikings. We may check out the Lions too, but who cares? You hear me? It's the Minnesota Vikings versus the Raggedy Lions. Next man up. Everybody step up, dog. There's been a lot of questions. Will TJ Hawkinson return this Sunday, or will the Vikings wait, let him heal more, make sure he's 100%? What's the deal with Aaron Jones, et cetera, et cetera? Will Dalton Rise not play, huh? Everyone wants Ed Ingram out the building. You hear me? But let's just get into this injury report, dog. Really break it down. Heavy, man. Need everybody available, dog. We know Blake Cashman will be out. Big loss, but next man up mentality. Lions at Vikings final injury report. Some interesting developments. Let's get to it. As you see the North right here. Vikings are ahead of the North. This is a big game for the NFC North, dog. A lot at stake, a lot on the line, a lot on the table, huh? Vikings at home, huh? Protect the North, huh? That's what it's about. Yeah, I'm saying that's what it's about, dog. The Minnesota Vikings and Detroit Lions have put out their final injury reports in advance of Sunday's showdown, and there are a couple of interesting developments. Minnesota Vikings linebacker Blake Cashman toe out, did not practice. We know he is out. Big loss, but once again, next man up mentality. Ruger Hill, Asamoah, whoever it is, zone in, step up, dog. Cornerback of Caleb Evans, hip, he will be out. Now, is this a major loss? No. Caleb Evans, he's a solid player on special teams, but he has some penalties, some dumb penalties like that, et cetera, et cetera. So next man up once again. Outside linebacker Patrick Jones, shoulder. He was a full participant, questionable. So I'm sure he will play on Sunday. And it's very important that he does play. He's another player who has stepped up this season. He's really having a breakout season, 5 sacks already, coming off that edge. So he is much needed, especially versus this high-powered Detroit Lions offense. We talk about getting pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback, Jared Goff. Getting pressure on the quarterback, Jared Goff, is very imperative for the Vikings to win this game. Running back Aaron Jones, hamstring, limited participant. He is questionable. Now, this will be a big loss as well. Aaron Jones, we know what type of running back he is, what he brings to the offense, how he gives the Minnesota Vikings a better screen game, et cetera, et cetera. Different type of back, dog. No disrespect to Ty Chandler, Cam Makers, et cetera. But Aaron Jones, just the way he runs, the way he sees the holes, he can create extra yardage, the way he gets skinny in the holes when there's nothing there. You hear me? Not too many running backs can do that, and he will be missed, huh? He's one of the key components of this offense, like it or not, hands down, man down. So if he can't play, it sucks. But next man up, Ty Chandler, Cam Akers, whoever tote that tater, tote it well, dog. Defensive tackle Harrison Phillips, shoulder, questionable. Harrison Phillips, he's been playing well this season. He is much needed. One of the anchors up front, heavy, dog. We're going to need all men on board, especially in them trenches. We know the line's going to try to be physical and pound that rock. One of the best offensive lines in the game, huh? Some say the best, right? So we need all men on board. Tight end TJ Hawkinson. We've been waiting for this. Minnesota Vikings, the old fan base, the media, I'm sure the coaching staff, the Vikings team, players have been waiting for him to return. It's shocking. He's questionable, so we might see him on the field, homie. Questionable, huh? So we could see Hawkinson on the field. Do I think they should play him? I would give him an extra week or two rest, homie. You got the Rams on a short week. I would say let him rest up. You hear me, dog? Period, bottom line. But if he's ready to go, if he's 100%, wow, utilize him, dog. A true weapon, elevates the offense that much more. Oh, man, the Lions really going to be in trouble. They in trouble already. What about if Hawkinson plays, huh? Guard, Dalton Reisner, back. Limited practice all week, but questionable. Now, I would love to see Reisner in the game, take Ed Ingram's spot. Ed Ingram been soft. He's been a big softy. That's just no disrespect. That has been the case the whole season. He's been a big softy. Domination, him and Bradbury, but you really can't replace Bradbury with anyone right now. You hear me? So it is what it is. But if Dalton Reisner can somehow play, oh man, plus, big positive. Let's get it. Harrison Smith and Stephon Gilmore were added to the injury report on Friday with veteran rest days. Understandable, dog. Knew it was coming, but no injury designation, meaning they will play on Sunday. Let's get it. We know how both of those impact. They play very, very important roles on the defense. Glad they're available. Josh Oliver and Theo Jackson had been on the injury list with wrist/hand injury, but no designation of Sunday's game for Sunday's game, meaning they will play on Sunday as well. Let's get it. Harrison Phillips and Patrick Jones were both full participants in Friday's practice and I would be surprised if either did not play on Sunday. Both TJ Hawkinson and Dalton Reisner are designated to return from IR, and Kevin O'Connell said in his Friday press conference that they will talk about making status changes for them, which seems likely, which will require corresponding releases from the 53-man roster. So it will have to be some maneuvers made for them to, I guess, even play in the game, be inserted back on the roster. I mean, be inserted into the starting lineup. So we'll see what happens. Keep an eye on that. Kevin O'Connell was asked regarding Reisner if there would be any change to the starting offensive line, and KOC said that they would be discussing that. I hope it is a major change, quickly and swiftly, dog. Which leaves the door open for Reisner potentially replacing Ed Ingram at right guard. That may be a misinterpretation of KOC's comment, but he had the opportunity to say Reisner's potential addition to the active roster would not result in any changes to the starting offensive line, but he did not do so. Why would he do so? He would be capping, dog. we know who the weakest link is on the offensive line, and that's Ed Ingram, dog. It's time for a change. Vikings could activate O-line Dalton Reisner and start him at right guard. Asked O'Connell if the O-line will remain intact. O'Connell, as of right now, that's part of the conversation because we would have to make a roster move to make that happen, and we'll work through that today. So pay attention to the roster move that is made. While Aaron Jones is listed as questionable, implying a 50-50 chance of playing, all signs point to him starting on Sunday. He's been practicing at NFL Network insider Ian Rapport has reported that he is likely to play on Sunday. Let's get it, Aaron Jones. Let's get it, dog. Whether TJ Hawkinson will play or not on Sunday is still a bit of a question. The prevailing view is that he won't play, but it wouldn't be terribly surprising if they played him but held him to a pitch count as his first game back from an ACL. Yeah, just be smart with the ACL, man. You got to be smart with it. No need to rush him back. You don't have to. The team is playing well. You're 5-0. You hear me? Win, lose, or draw, SKOL VIKES. Even if they were to lose this game, of course, we don't want them to lose, but they're still in a great position, dog. So if Hawkinson is ready, he can play. All right, put him in there. But be smart about it. Be smart with it. Think about the future, playoffs, etc., when he is really needed. Now go to the raggedy Detroit Lions, a little report from them. I guess one of their top guards, Christian Mahogany, illness, full participant, but he will be out. So I guess he is ill. So that's a benefit to the Vikings. Your starting guard out. Hey, dominate, dog. Cornerback Carlton Davis, quad questionable. If he doesn't play one of their starting cornerbacks, maybe their best corner, Jettas could eat even more. Jettas will eat even more, dog. Right guard Kevin Zittler, groin, did not practice, questionable. So I'm pretty sure these two probably will be on the field. Carlton Davis battling a quad injury. You talk about him cutting, the way he can maneuver and move on the field. You got to wait and see till game day. You hear me? But if he is out, even the right guard is out, it will be beneficial to the Vikings. You don't like to see injuries, but it's part of the game, dog. And at the end of the day, no one will feel sorry for you, no matter how it goes, dog. Let's get to it, man. So that's the injury report, man. Period. That's the injury report. Big game, man. Big game. Big implications, man. Stakes, high stakes. We're talking about NFC, the division, the NFC North, protect the North, win the North. We're talking about NFC seeding, ranking, playoff time, homie. Number one in the NFC. Will the Vikings keep that title as of right now? Will they remain number one in the NFC? Big game all around. Major matchups, dog. Jared Goff versus Brian Flores in our reality versus the defense. You know what I'm saying? The cornerback, the secondary. Can they make it look confusing? Can the trenches get pressure on Jared Goff? He will give you a pick or two if you get pressure on Garrett Goff. That's the guess. That's the big question. Can they attack him? Can they hit him in the mouth? Brian Flores has to do a great job of coaching, dialing it up once again against this high-powered offense. Can he confuse them enough? Take away their weapons, homie. Huh? Heavy, dog. Cornerbacks versus their receivers. It's time for cornerbacks to step up. Stephon Gilmore hasn't been attacked a lot, but I'm sure the Lions, they ain't no scary team. They will attack everybody on the field. Every man got to do their job, homie. Heavy. with Blake Cashman being out, the Lions will try to tote that tater, run that rock. Guarantee. They're gonna try to take advantage of that so-called weak spot. So whether it's Camus, 5'4", Grugier Hill, Brian Asamoah, whoever gets the call, it's time to step up and play ball, homie. Heavy. Period. Bottom line. Yeah. On third downs, the defense has to get off the field. On third downs, the defense has to get off that damn field. Period. Heavy, man. Period. They will attack you. They're going to throw that ball. Be prepared. Be ready, man. Offensive side on third down, the offense has to convert more than they don't. You hear me? Heavy. Sam Darnold, no stupid interceptions, no stupid turnovers, dog. They got to play smart football. KOC versus the defense, huh? Can KOC dial it up for a full 4? We still waiting for a full 4 quarters, dog. You hear me? No disrespect. We talking facts here, huh? Big time football, big game football, maybe the biggest game of the day. Early. Should be a prime time game, but it is what it is. Heavy. Understand? Key matchups, man. The O-line versus their D-line. No Aiden Hutchinson, but they're still a top defense, dog, especially a top 4, top 5 run game defense. Got to run the ball, got to tote that tater, got to move that rock. Starts in the trenches, homie. Heavy. Yeah, man. Those are the key matchups, most important matchups. Big plays have to be made. Most importantly, move the sticks. Move the sticks. Heavy. Yeah, period, man. Game might come down to 1 or 2 big plays, game-changing plays, turnovers, interception, fumble. Protect the ball. Heavy, homie. Ooh, it's time to get it. Minnesota Vikings fans, bring it. U.S. Bank should be shaking. U.S. Bank should be shaking, dog. Period. Point blank, period, homie. Should be shaking loud as hell, loud as ever. You hear me? I'm saying. Fans turn up, dog. Be a 12th man for real. Be an X factor for real, Vikings fans, huh? I'm saying, though. Let's get it, man. Early game, playoff atmosphere. Let's get it. You ain't turned up for this? What could you possibly get turned up for? Let me know how you feel about the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell, huh? Support the grind, support the channel. Feedback is much appreciated. Fire them comments up. Big SKOL here. SKOL Vikes forever. Win, lose, or draw. Yeah. Woo!